Oh, fuck you. Son of a bitch. That's a point for Carlos. Maddie still doesn't loot the body.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
I will not. Maddie still cannot possibly loot the body. I will not. All right. Well, how are you, Maddie? Let's wait for everybody to get in here for part deux. Part deux. You want to see the creepy masks I got, Maddie? Let's see. I got 2 of them. Okay. We have the rabbit rubber mask. The rabbit rubber mask. Okay. The ears are a little bent. I feel like you need to blow this full of like warm air. But yeah, that's one of them. And then the other one. Ooh, that's more pink than I thought it was gonna be. All right, we got the Stephen Miller human mask. It's actually better quality than I expected it to be. So we got this one as well. What do you think, Maddie? Is it horrifying to own? I wouldn't say horrifying. Probably. So those came in on Wednesday night after the stream, not Monday night. But the light bulb is in. This light bulb is the biggest fucking, not biggest, but like heaviest light bulb I've ever come across. So this light bulb. Oh, that makes sense. This is the light bulb that's supposedly like 4 times as bright as the previous one. So hopefully this gets the job done. If this doesn't work, I don't know if I have a good resolution to getting the shadow that I want. Oh, I feel like there's something in my eye. Oh, God. Ugh. It is a big boy. This is a light bulb. Oh, is the cover still on? Yeah. So this light bulb by Lumens, I believe, is 4 times stronger than the one I have in there. Going for with that current shadow. So we'll see. Let's give it a few minutes. But so my plan is, though, is I'm going to put this mask on Ricardo, the human mask. We're going to get this light to get the shadow on, and then we'll work from there. Well, we're first going to start off with the... I should probably just do the mask, though, at the same time. So I'll get the mask on there right now. Hey, Drez. See, this mask does seem a little big relative to the skeleton. We got some creases that I don't know how to get rid of. Okay. Alright, let's see how fucked up this looks, because I'm sure this is going to look fucked. Hey, Mono. Hello. Which one is PR88? Oh, yeah. Here. Because I got that bungee cord, it's squeezing the head. Hi, Sashi. So, see, that mask is bent on the side. Oh God, I got something in my eye. Oh. I think I see I got that bungee cord that's pressing on it. So let me try and fix that just to get it less deformed. Oh. 1 second. Now that head is out of place. Fuck. What? Can't get the head to say, hold on. I might have to glue this head. Come on. Hold on. Just figuring this out. What the hell? I'm about to blow a fuse. I'm about to blow a fuse. It's the same thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Can't use the bungee cord. Let me go back. I got it. My eye is fucked right now. Not a white background, but I got a lighter gray. I got a lighter gray one, Maddie. I have a white one to begin with, so okay, so do I have to use fishing line to hold up my skeleton again? I was hoping I didn't have to do that. But this bungee cord is becoming too difficult. I got fishing line over there. Might as well try that out. Can we see Kevin in the setup? Yeah, we can. Okay. Okay, let me go try fishing line. It is me again. Okay. Then we can do this. All right. Okay, are we all here? Are we all ready? Okay. All right. How do we like that mask? How do we like that mask? Now that's everybody's here, not leaving. Nope, nope, you're all here. You're all here forever. What do we think of that huge noggin? Well, so we gotta figure out the lighting, because, like, if that's the lighting, that might need to be stronger. Well, I can see it better than you can. Let me do this. Let me fuck with the filters. No, it's more like... probably this. Hi, Mizu. It's probably closer to that. How about now, Maddie? Should I put in the stronger light bulb now? Should we do that right now? Don't you boo me, Drew Holt. Son of a bitch. That's it. All right, let's get in the stronger light bulb.
Boo this man!
Stop booing me. It's kind of hot, this light bulb. Light bulb's kind of hot. There we go. So that was the previous light bulb. So once again, this is the new light bulb that's supposed to be... Why? What do you mean, why? Alright, let's see how strong this is. Doesn't seem that much stronger, unfortunately. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not reflecting off his shit. I mean, it is way stronger. All right, let me get the hand in a position and a background so we can see what kind of shadow we get. Nope, it isn't. Nope. I'm doing all right, Drew. How are you doing, Moon? All right. For some reason, this shit keeps on moving. I don't know why. So why do you keep on moving? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So now we're going to see if we get a proper shadow and proper Nosferatu style shadow. Okay, so oh yeah, I can make it taller that way.
I did the 7 sake taste evening. It was epic.
Very bright. Oh, nice. You enjoy it, Mono? It's kind of a ghoul, yeah. The title of this painting is going to be Stephen Miller. Okay, so now come on, just stay up. Please don't do this. Okay. Let's do it in. Okay. Now, let's see. So the shadow is better. I feel like if I had a more reflective surface. All right, let's play around. That was Matt Barry, Drew Holt from the IT crowd. All right. I wonder if I could put a more reflective surface. If that would help. Do I have aluminum foil? I don't know if I have aluminum foil. Oh. What do you mean? Could you get Plasticia? Hold on. I gotta move this hand in a better spot. Or with hair gel or something. No. I'm talking about the light. I put like that black tin foil around it to block out, like to make it more specific to where it's firing, but that doesn't reflect light. So I don't think as much light is coming out of it as it should. Okay. All right. So let's see how this works. Interesting. Okay, gotta change something. Hi, Tommy. Oh yeah, what's that? What's that, Tommy? All right, let's go back over here. Okay. Next iteration. Nope, impossible, Maddie. Alright, what about that? Or do we need to make this like... I think I need to... Alright. Next adjustment. Okay. So we need to rotate this. Let's get more duct tape. Where did I put the duct tape? Maddie, where did I put the duct tape? Oh, it's right over there. Why didn't you tell me I left it over there? Duct tape, yep. Yeah, it is literally right over here. It was... Bought a medium-sized wooden desk mannequin yesterday, marked down. Awesome. That's great, Tommy. Great to hear, bud. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. What about this? How do we feel about this? You hear about this? How do we feel about this, everybody? Should I make I can make the fingers longer. I could change the orientation of the hand. See, as I move farther back, or like this, longer fingers. So to make it sharper, I need to... How do I make it sharper? All right, hold on. All right. Fingers longer, shadow sharper. All right, let me try the next thing. Thought that was a real person hanging out with you. No, that's just Stephen Miller. It's not a real person, it's just Stephen Miller. No, we can, Maddie. Son of a bitch, hold on. Okay. All right. Who killed me? Who killed me? Which one of you did it? Salt. God damn it. Okay. All right, back to it. All right. All right, now. So the farther back I am with the light, oh, interesting. What if I did? What about this? What about this? Fingers longer? Fingers longer? What are we thinking? You like longer? I think I can, Maddie. Like that. A Nosferatu style scary hand mono in shadow. Okay, so longer fingers. So we gotta do longer fingers. Closer to the ass and longer fingers, right? That's what we're at right now. Okay. All right, let's make longer fingers. I could probably use foam. I could probably use cardboard. I could probably just use cardboard cutouts and tape them to the back of the fingers. Right? Where are my skizzers at? Have it goosing, ET long. Well, I want it to be on the verge. I don't want it directly touching. So let's be resourceful and use our cardboard box from our light bulb. I need tinfoil, huh? Ideally I'd like the light like a spotlight. You know? I have some ways I think I could do that. How hot is this getting? It's kinda hot. Will it get hotter? I could use a plastic bin, because since it's white, it will reflect the light better. If I had aluminum foil, it'll get hotter most likely. Maddie, would you mind reminding me to check it in like a half hour to an hour? Because I think it would probably, it's been going for what, only like 5 to 10 minutes? Okay, let me get my scissors so we can start making fake fingers. Or finger extensions. Okay. All right. So, how's everybody's local sports teams? Maddie, are the Steelers fans just super depressed around you? They made a terrible hire for head coach. Well, they made a terrible coaching hire. His name was Mike McCarthy. He used to coach the Green Bay Packers and then the Dallas Cowboys, but always he was very much similar results to your current coach. Make the playoffs, lose in the playoffs. Just almost like exactly like a similar build, except that he's just offensive minded. So the Bill Belichick news is he was not nominated. He was not nominated to the Hall of Fame despite basically having the best stats in coaching in every category. What's PWHL? Is that the Lingerie Football League? No, women's hockey. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the Women's Lingerie Hockey League? Okay. Oh, I know. It's always that weird, Pickles. I don't get... He should be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't give a shit. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's because he's been really weird post-retirement, and he didn't succeed without Tom Brady. That's why he didn't, you know. Okay. Let's go put these... Let's go put some of these fingies on. Yeah, that light bulb is getting very hot. It's kind of leaving that smell. Let's just see how that looks right now. Kinda stoic. It's a little bit of that silicone smell. But but I think that's just maybe a coating burning off or something. Okay. All right. I don't have anything flammable on top of it. Maybe plastic burning. Okay. All right. So I put 2 fingers on there, everybody. Which at that angle looks a little bizarre, I know. But let's see how this looks, huh? All right, is everybody looking? Do we want all the fingers that large? We need to see the shadow in between them, though. Yeah, there we go. So we like this change? We like this change? Looks strange. Yeah, all the fingers should be long, yeah. I was just testing too. Or the shocker. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I need to round out, though, the edges a little bit. Maybe if I make them... You know what? I got an idea. I should make them pointier at one end. Okay. Okay. Let me pull off the other two fingers and adjust them. Or I can adjust them as is on there. Maybe not. Nope. Let's cut them. We just snip those. How you doing, Richards? You and your skibbity rizzing. Okay. Just one more little piece of tape. Idea. Very much so, Dia. Grinder outage statewide. Oh no! What shall I do? That ass. That idea. Yeah, Richards is really good, Maddie. All right, I got the Operation Elongate Fingers has been complete. Okay. All right, so let's check it with the light, huh? Ooh, this shit's getting hot, yo. Okay. How about that? How about that? I could rotate the hand a little bit. Like, is the hand too flat? Like, should I rotate a little bit? It's not that dramatic. Let's see what rotation does. Yeah, D, I'm trying to do a Nosferatu-esque shadow, hand shadow, going for Plasticia, mainly the ass. Yeah, try rotating it? Okay. Okay. All right, let's rotate it. Ooh. Might need adjusted. Okay. Okay. All right, so I rotated the hand. Okay. I did adjust the thumb cardboard slightly. Do you have one of those wooden modeling hands for drawing? I don't. Hold on. What about that? What are we thinking? I'm in a bit of an uncomfortable position holding this up. A little bit closer. No, I don't want that hand, Amizu. That's not the look I'm going. I'm blatantly not going for that look. Oh, that's just Stephen Miller, Dia. Yeah, it does need to be sharper. Okay. That's just Stephen Miller you're looking at. It does. Sideways does lose the separation of the fingers. Do we want the separation of the fingers? The separation does add a lot of, like... It defines it pretty well, right? Yeah. Hold a hand towards the camera. It does, but then I lose definition on the background, Omizu. I think I need to go. Let me try in between what I just did. I missed the follow. Donnie Shirts. Thank you for the follow. I moved the hand closer to the backdrop as well. Amanda! Don't we all, Dion? Okay. No worries, Dia. Okay. All right. New shadow. All right. Everybody looking? Everybody looking? Because, you know. I think we only need the one hand, Amizu. I think another hand will convolute it, especially with the light source. No. Hold on, quick move here. Quick change. Quick move. Alright. Okay. What are we thinking? Well, guard can eat shit, And how you doing? Making a pin. I can't. I don't have that ability, Stoic. I don't have. And I don't think that would be readable either. Is the hand supposed to be in the scene? No, the red hand is not in the scene. It's just the shadow. It's just the shadow. So don't think about the hand in there. Just think about the shadow. Oh my God! Garg! You talking shit about Chicago pizza? What are you saying? What are you saying? Are we gonna throw hands? Are we gonna throw hands? I have several hands I can throw at you. If it's just a shadow, move the hand down just a smidge maybe. Throw all the hands. I can throw this hand at you. Oh, please. Detroit style is better. It's all, I mean, one thing I dislike about this argument, it's all relative to the place. There's great Detroit style. There's great Chicago, like, deep dish style. There's bad deep dish. There's bad Detroit style. If you're going to tell me Jets pizza is better than Lou Malnati's, then you can eat shit, because that Jets pizza is fucking awful. Detroit style is like rectangle, Sicilian, it's like thick. It's more dough based. It's more dough based. I will always be diplomatic, Monica. Oh my God, pickles, my points. I have never been to Coney Island, though. I'm not. Garg is coming in here bullying me. No, trying for the Nosferatu look, Omizu. The Nosferatu look. Now, one thing we could do, everybody, is we can make one finger longer than our others. Oh, gotcha, Richards. Garg, what is bringing this on? What is this discussion coming from? Because you have said in recent memory that I've had the best pizza you've ever had. I've made the best pizza you've ever had. That's fine. So if we move the hand down a smidge. I think that will put me in the same issue, though, I'm having before. Let's move the light around again. Okay. So we don't think that's great. We don't think that this is great. What would we change? All right, so just think about the shadow. Just think about the shadow. What would we change about the shadow? You like the shape there? It's good. You think it should go down a bit? I think it's just more of like a general area, Amanda. I don't think I'm going to try and be specific on that. A little blurry. It just looks like a hand. So what would you recommend I change, Omizu, to make it look more evil? Should I make the fingers even longer? Should we make the fingers even longer? And pointier, maybe? Would that help? So Richard says yes. Do people like the idea of trying longer and thinner? You could exaggerate the fingers. Let's just try longer for now, and then we'll see if we should add detail like that, Amanda. Right? Let's just take it in order. Deal? All right. We're going to try making them longer with but not the same thickness. Right? So like thin extensions like this. No worries, Amanda. I have not taken offense to anything you've said. I'm asking to be backseated right now, so. Unless your name is Greenbagger Maddie. Tell him it's on, 677. Are you coming for the king? Tell him. You best not miss. You best not miss, tell him. No, we don't shout out Greenbag here. Greenbag's a bastard. You're just, all right. All right, I'm just telling you, I take your name as a legally binding threat, okay? I am a very insecure, toxic man. Very insecure. You wouldn't believe how insecure I am. Okay. Now, you're the bastard, Maddie. Okay. I'm not a nerd. Just trying to set up my next painting. And then I get labeled as a nerd. I'm super cool. And good looking.
Okay,
alright, I'm gonna move the camera while I update the fingers.
You want everyone to call you Negative Nancy from now on.
I left those other ones over there. Shut up! No! I'm not a nerd! You're the nerds. No!
Tonight, you.
Oh my god.
Fucker.
You're the fucker. Okay. All right, I extended the fingers. Okay. This hand just sucks. I just don't have those resources, Omizu. I gotta make do with what I got. I don't have molding material. Okay, alright. Are we all looking? Alright, we all looking? Look at the shadow. Alright, let's look at the shadow. I'm trying, Maddie. Way better. I do like how large that hand is. You don't hate it? Okay. Let's go at this. So this angle is worse, I think. I have to come from the other side. Like right there. Okay. Okay, so we like that better? Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I think I don't know how that's like, I don't know how I'd get a different result as I do now. Do you dislike it how the new way, Omizu? And the distance? Okay, so it was like right here. Like right there. There. It looks like a dog, huh? So how would you want me to try, like, would you be like bending the pinky down or like the bottom two fingers towards us? This is Mizu stating this. Do you think it's something like that, like bending a finger? No, I'm curious to hear because you know, you have a unique perspective on this. And you seem to feel, you know, fairly strongly on it. So what do we feel, everybody, about, so like we have the hand kind of like this, like that's the shape of the hand with the extensions. What if we were to bend like these two down? Negative? You don't like that, Mud? Or like like slightly bending them, like, you know. Mud, did you see the latest shadow? Did you see the latest shadow, Mud? And hi. Hope you're well. For a more realistic grabbing motion. No? Okay. All right, well here, Mud, take a look at this, okay? Let me make sure that, like, we have a decent opening here. Okay. So we're, like, somewhere in this range. So if I were to curl up, it's the bottom two fingers that you would be seeing. If I to curl them down slightly, would that add? Would that help? Should the thumb be down instead of up? So you suggest the thumb maybe curving down more? So you want the hand more like coming from down under? The whole hand flipped. Maybe turn it so the palm isn't like, all right, the hand is coming upwards, right? It's angled, but it looks more horizontal. But see, I don't know. I don't think I want to go for point. I get what you're saying, like they're pointing, but like, you know, thumb. So you're talking about like the thumb, maybe like this. Well, so that's, I mean, if we can you pick up on the thumb in that case? Because then it would be a pretty unnatural. Mono, I'm trying to source opinions because I'm not like, I'm testing out something new. And ultimately, of course, it's my choice. Stoic, the only issue I have with that is that's not, like, if you think about how your hands work, you wouldn't be grabbing with your hand turned around, right? Generally. Let me try... Let's try this. We're going to try a couple things here. I got a couple things I could try here. Thank you for the bit, Silvano. Okay. All right, we made some changes. Yeah, the hand is a different entity. It's like the inspiration came from the movie Nosferatu, where it's like they'd show the vampire on screen and then they show his shadow kind of acting like as a separate entity. Okay. So what I did is I made the hand more vertical, right? I tilted it upwards and lowered its starting point, and I bent the thumb. You can see I bent the thumb there. And I slightly bent the tips of the fingers as well. Okay, we all in viewing position? Is everyone sitting down? Is everyone sitting down in viewing position? All right, remember, don't fuck this up for me. Sit down, Maddie. Okay, all right, new view. I mean, the other way we can do this Now it has the dog look. I don't... Do people think it has the dog look? We have another way we can do this too. I've been trying to make it sharper. I don't have a lot of ways to make it look sharper at the moment, Amizu. Like, I would have to... See, the thing is, to make it look sharper, like this, it's smaller, right? Here, hold on. Right? It looks smaller. We could do it like this. Like, is that enough? See, the reason why I was going over here is it gave us size as well. Now, the other thing we have, the other tool we have right now is I have, instead of a black background, I have a dark gray. Only painting the shadow, yeah. What do you mean Twitter at the wrist? I have a lighter background color. Should we try the lighter background? Twist at the wrist more. All right, let me put on the new background. Where the fuck's my phone? It is. Okay. All right, let me clip up this background. Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, we're doing this as a test, so I'm not going to worry about straightening it out. Okay. Sorry, my headband came off. God, this shit takes so much time, yo. Okay. All right, we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, now let's see if the shadow is more pronounced. I have another change I want to make. You like the gray background better, okay. Let me make a change to one of the fingers. All right. Do we get a percentage of the painting sells? You will all receive 1 Russian ruble for every $1 million this painting sells for. Okay. For every million this painting sells for, you'll get 1 Russian ruble. All right. I think that's a hell of a deal. I think that's a hell of a deal, everybody. Nope. Nope.
Son of a bitch!
You're the son of a bitch. Russian rubles are like gold right now, everybody. The ruble's in great position. Okay, I moved a couple fingers around. Do we like the shadow being like, do we want to make the shadow high or do we want the shadow more mid? Like, do we want it in the same eye line as Stephen Miller over there, or do we want the shadow higher? Or do we want it lower? Or Stephen Miller level? You like Stephen Miller level? So you want the hand like here? The shadow like here? Sorry, like here? Sorry, I'm dealing with the hand. You're talking about in this painting? Or just in general? Hand, it's supposed to be an independent hand shadow, Mizu. You're probably somewhere in the range of $400 to $500. You might be more than that. Maybe 600 to 700. Six, seven. All right, so people want, is it supposed, so do we want, so people want the hand shadow closer to the S? Is this what people are telling me? So you think having the Close but not touching. Okay. Let me test something out here. I have another idea. I want this to be... How am I going to do this? I mean, I don't think it's directly about the ES mono. Oh, that looks... Oh, that kind of looks cooler. The light's not perfect, but I think this looks cooler. Interesting. The shadow's way more pronounced this way. Oh! Oh! I figured something out. Give me a second. Give me a goddamn second. We figured something out. Okay. How do I do this then? How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay. I need a box. Okay. I need a knife. Or a screwdriver. A screwdriver is what I need. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take this box and we're going to make a Trump-sized glory hole in it, okay? A Trump-sized glory hole. And see if that will let out enough light. So we got a Trump-sized glory hole in there. Okay. All right. And we're gonna see. Well, I gotta figure that out. Ooh, is this thing bright? Lit up like a whorehouse in here. Okay. All right, so now so it doesn't, it's because the light is too diffuse, okay. That is a saying my family used to say. It's as bright as a whorehouse. Yeah, no, I wouldn't use the box permanently. Okay, so the box... So the problem is the box is dissipating too... It's absorbing too much light inside. Oh, fuck. Because the light's not bouncing in there. It just gets absorbed. Let me try... I'm going to do a test. We're going to spray paint the inside of this box white. I'm going to spray paint the inside of this box white. And see if that helps it. Okay. Don't worry, I wore a mask. I have a spray paint station. Okay, so spray painted the inside white. Let's give it a sec to dry a little bit. And maybe it's just aluminum foil. Maybe I just need to get aluminum foil. See, it's like the thing is, it's got this reflector behind. This is not going to be the permanent solution, Mud. This is just testing. This is just testing. All right. Granted, I have been threatening a lot of people that I'm going to burn my place to the ground. Okay, I have been making that threat a lot, and I'm super serious about it. But I'm not going to leave this up like this. This is just merely a test. Okay, let's see if the white helps. Literally, like, no difference. Okay. All right, now let's make the hole bigger. Bulb is hot. Bulb is significantly hotter. I thought you meant so you can't send help. I wish I had an X-Acto knife right now. I'm trying to get the spotlight effect, is what I'm trying to do, where it's just a very precise spot of light. Okay. So now let's see if the bigger hole. Okay. So the shadow is better this way, but why are we getting this like weird? Why am I getting this weird like cobweb like effect? Lamp is haunted. That is true. That is true, Maddie. Where is the light? It's just right next to me, facing it. I need like a metal tube. I need a metal cylinder that's not covered in both ends. And it needs to be long. Do I have one of those? Problem solved with me, everybody. I need a metal cylinder with no top or bottom. If I had aluminum foil, that would work. Or a pipe. This would be a big pipe, though. A soup can? I don't have a... Fuck, if I had some... if I literally had one of my big cans of tomatoes, I would literally put it in a bowl right now to use that. What could work? I would need like a metal plant pot, right? That that had the holes at the bottom. Or is there something that's lined with metal on the inside that I might have? I mean, I do have soup cans, but none that are big enough or long enough, I think. Because what I'm aiming for right now, toilet paper roll, it needs to have reflectors on the inside that reflect light. See, like, I could use this D-wipes container and line it with aluminum foil and place it around this... it's not even big enough. I could use this Crayola tub. I could use this tub. Right, I need a beam of light, and how do I get that, right? So it's like... That's not even... I mean, that's close enough. What, like, a flashlight does, but the flashlight... For a flashlight to be this powerful, it would need to replace... I need a flashlight you could plug in, so at that point, I just need a spotlight, right? A high lumen spotlight. Goddamn, one of these days, I'm gonna get an actual spotlight, aren't I? Like a theater spotlight? Jesus Christ. Well, how do I problem solve in the meantime, though? It's interesting. Is it because the center? That's why. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I figured out something about this light bulb. We were trying that with a box a second ago, and I think I realized why I have an idea. Okay. So because this light bulb in the center, it actually doesn't produce light, I'm just going to try several Trump glory holes in a circle in the area that's reflecting light. And we'll see if that... Oh, I gotta move it farther away? Okay. Okay. How is that as a premise, everybody? Okay, so I could do this with cardboard. I could do this with cardboard. I need a longer tube. I got a plan. Look into the light, everybody. Look into the light. All right, I got this poster thing. So let's see if the poster thing will work. Okay. Do I have a clip over here? Okay.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
I will not stop.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
Is that good enough? Okay, all right. All right, we got a tube here of highly flammable paper.
Oh my.
Okay, fuck it. Needed to make this end larger. Okay, that became okay. This is great. I'm doing great, everybody. I'm doing great. Okay, that was fucking with me. Okay. No, Mud, I couldn't be better right now. Okay.
friend mine once said, you have to make a tail.
Okay. We're doing great. Well, that's what I'm trying to do here with this Stephen Miller scene. Anybody additional thoughts on that human mask? That Stephen Miller human mask in the bag. Certainly terrifying. You see I got a rabbit one too. I got a rabbit mask, everybody. Would it be too, like, 90s Donnie Brasco fan to do a rabbit there? Oh, I don't like that. Donnie Darko, that's it, not Donnie Brasco. Jesus Christ. We are making a prop setup for my next painting, Optimal Bingo. See, I'm what you call in the biz a vile pervert, okay? And I'm making a scene depicting stuff that happens in the White House. There was a movie called Donnie Brasco, right? Am I hallucinating that? Isn't there a movie called Donnie Brasco? Very nuanced, okay? You won't find better nuance than from me. Yeah, there is? Okay, alright. So I wasn't hallucinating that, okay. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of peyote today. A lot of peyote. Yep. See, I was saying an actual movie. All right, everybody, take a look at this, okay? Let's see how this test goes. Is everybody in prime viewing position? Everybody better sit down! All right, let's see how this works out. So it's not sharp enough, right? I'm not getting the sharpness that I want. So maybe it needs to be longer. Or more pinhole-y. I think that's part of the issue. I'm trying to, Optimal Bingo, you're familiar with Nosferatu? The OG Nosferatu? Let's try this again. So we're looking at the hand shadow here. See, I'd like that to be a sharper circle. Okay. People want a break? You want a break? Do people want a break? You can give a break. Richards wants a break. All right, we're gonna take a quick 3 to 4 minute break. That means where we all go take a poop, Optimal Bingo. We do the 5 S's. Shit, shave, shower, sob, and snack. Okay? You have to do all those simultaneously. Give me a break already. All right. I'm going to run the ads right now. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god, we're back. Okay. I think I know what's causing some of the issues. I think I know what's causing some of these lighting issues. I think it needs to be aluminum foil that I have to get. All right, who's here? Who's here? Sit in darkness for a second while this cools down. Okay. I'm letting the light bulb cool down to show you what the issue is, but so the problem is the light bulb doesn't project light from the front. It projects light from the sides that you need to reflect forward. So I need a heat stable material that is highly reflective in order to reflect the light forward. But I don't want it to be dissipated light. I want it to be strong, direct, right? So I can't like do a bounce board, right? Define here. You just answer. What's Mylar? I was just thinking aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is you know, pretty heat stable. Is this cold enough where I could show you my issue? It's still really hot. Because what I want is like a very distinct circle of light with that hand shadow inside of it. Does that make sense to everybody? The fuck? So imagine like a perfect circle of light and then the hand shadow inside of that. I think that would look cooler. Yeah. So I need to get aluminum foil. And then I need to build like a long tube of it. All right, what do we think about... Is this not necessarily the greatest at dissipating heat, but what do we think about the perverts on the side? Do we think the perverts on the side are in a good place, or do I need to do anything? Like Kevin's face isn't necessarily in light. I can move that light around. What do we think about the pervert corner? You think they're in a good spot? Because that's pretty much all the light I want on them, right? Now, one issue I'm seeing, though, is that the pillow that I have them sitting on is lighting up. So let me cover that up really quickly, and we'll take another look at it. We call that Amy's Corner, everybody. We call that Amy's Corner. Alright, I need like a black cover. All right. So let me just fix that. All right. I also moved Kevin slightly around. Move Kevin slightly to the side. Oh, thank you. I missed that dehydrated reminder by about 13 minutes. Okay, let's go back. All right, pervert corner. Kind of like a Fantasy Island reference, isn't it? Ooh, that's a little hot. So are we fine with that lighting? Are we fine with like the shape? Like, you know, background to foreground. How dare. That is true. That is very disparaging to Hervé. Like here, let me focus it on them. Is that better in focus? Like, can you just tell that it's a human man that's bald? And Kevin. Is Kevin too much in this? Is Kevin too much in this? And if I were to do the camera idea, would that even be visible or legible in this context? I don't know what camera I could give him. I can't put it in his hand, so I would need like a tripod thing. He makes it scarier? Okay. Too much in what way? Is it too much of a hat on a hat, Omizu? Should we put a mask on? We could put a mask on Kevin. We could put the drama mask on him or the jester's mask. I don't think that would be legible. Stoic. So like, I have the drama mask. Remember the one I used for Plasticia a couple times? I have that mask. I also have one with like the kind of like a jester Mardi Gras French mask. Should we use that? Like, should we? No. Here, I'll let me go grab them. I'll show you. All right, so, or what is Kevin in this scene? A pervert. So I had this mask that I could paint white or another color. Right? This is the drama mask. This is the one I used for the comedian. Right? We got that mask. Hold on. I have this mask that I've been waiting to use. And then we also have, we could put a captain's mask, or sorry, captain's hat on Stephen Miller. But that would just be that would be very, very random. Yeah, so do either of those think they'd be worthwhile maybe on Kevin? So Mizu, Kevin is just an additional character. I think it signifies the voyeurism aspect, voyeuristic, like predatory voyeuristic aspect of this situation. You'd say try the Mardi Gras one? I don't have the full-size comedy one yet, Mud. I just have the drama one. See that? I get what you're saying. You could have done the Stephen Miller in the comedy and one in the drama. Do you think we should even try the jesters on Kevin? We could put the White Rabbit on Kevin, but once again, that's a little Donnie Brasco. It's a little Donnie Brasco of me. Well, Stoic, you wanted to see the Jester's mask, so let's just test it. Stoic, were you able to download that model without any issue? Sorry, I was just wiping up some glue residue. All right, let me put the Jester's mask on Kevin. Okay, that won't stand. Kevin is barely balancing on a box, so I would need to do more. But it looks very oversized relative to him. So it would just be like more of this mask floating in air. I actually can't put it on Kevin right now. Once again, one thing I want to be very aware of is like a hat on a hat aspect of any of this shit. Yeah. Oh, let me try this actually. I think I just care that it's a bald man, you know, kind of in a suit. I could light it up more, but I think, I don't know if that helps it. Here. So that hole needs to be a little bit smaller or farther out. I wonder. I want that tight circle. This is with a weaker light bulb. Jesus. I need 4 more hands, everybody. John McCain? Listen, you pervert. Hey, having 4 more hands would be pretty cool. See, I'm not getting the tight circle, but I think if I get this longer, you can kind of see the idea, right? Now the problem is, will plasticity be too dark that way? Oh my God, Stoic. I'm just talking about a Goro type situation. So by the way, the issue with this powerful light bulb, everybody, is see how there's no light? There's no light coming from the front. It's like it's coming off the sides, and you have to reflect it outwards, is what we're running into. So the light doesn't come off of the top. So that's why when I'm putting something that's pinholed directly in front of it, if I don't have proper reflection, it doesn't get, enough light doesn't get there. Okay. All right, well, we have the next things we need to figure out. We have the next things to figure out. Son of a bitch! Fucker! You're not looting the body, Maddie. You're terrible at it. You're terrible at it. Does anybody have any 3D models that they want? Anybody want any 3D models? Anyone? I'll do it. I'll do more SolidWorks. Note from Quote and Shove. You want a painting? Well, we're not at painting yet. Not until I get this lighting situation figured out. I mean, that's going to happen over time, Mud. Because I think my next painting is going to be, I'm going to do Onosato. Yeah, I'm going to do more, Mud. My next portraits are probably going to be Onosato and probably a Tommy Fuji. Probably a Tommy Fuji. Then maybe Wakatata Kage. Or Wakakata Tage. It's Wakatata Kage. He is. He's got a very like specific look. I also think Toshinosho, I think it's Toshinosho, who didn't have a great tournament, has a very distinct face too. Wakataka Kage. There you go. It's not Tata. Wakataka Kage. I do commissions, Quote and Schaff. Who are you interested in? I would do a sumo portrait for you in the same way I do the other ones for $200. If you want a specific sumo commission, I'll do it for $200 on the sheet. If it's a larger painting and more stuff, it will cost more. But in the same size I'm doing these other ones, $200. Plus shipping. Waka Waka Waka. Oh yeah. Well, you know, Mud. There was like Waka Kamaru or something, or Hamaru, who was in the car with Aonishiki. They're like brothers. I think him and Waka Kaka. God damn it. Waka Taka Kage. Wakamoto Haru. There we go. Those two, I think, are actual brothers. And apparently they're good friends with Anishiki. Apparently they helped him get used to Division 1 and stuff. Really? Their dad's a body... That makes a lot of sense. But they seem very likable. It seems like people like them a lot, and skiing of an idol of me? Yeah, just are you in Discord, Quote and Schaff? Shoot me a message of what you want, and I can quote you. I do commissions, everybody. Oh, you're getting confused for once? What'd you get confused on? Hold. Sounds good. That's the easiest way to communicate on there, Quote and Schaff. Is just message me on Discord. If you do !point Discord, or there's a link underneath, should be able to take you there. Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage, Wakataka Moto, and Wakamoto Haru are all brothers. Are they all in D1? The brush koozie? We could do a brush koozie. Like, do you want a cup with like lips in it to hold brushes, Omizu? I think so too. Waka Waka Flame. Oh, gotcha. I bet you it's one of the buff babies whose dad's a bodybuilder. I think I did hear somebody mention that, though, that one of the buff babies' dads was a bodybuilder. If only those buff babies were a little bit taller, I think they'd be a lot stronger wrestlers. Kodoeho? Gotcha. Okay. Well, do they hold them in a cup, Omizu, or do they like hold them off to the side? Oh, really? That's awesome. Okay. All right, well, Mizu, if you want it, I'll do it right now. Are we switching to SolidWorks, everybody? Please do, Mud. Are we switching to SolidWorks? I'll take requests. This is your chance to get free 3D models on request. Free 3D models on request. God damn it. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna go transition. To SolidWorks. So I'm going... Fucker! I can't even see who did that one. I'm going to mute while I do this. Camera's being turned off. I'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh my god, I'm back. Okay. Mud, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you very much. Now, where the fuck is my... Okay, there's my chat. Okay. Let me change my stream titles this time. SolidWorks 3D modeling.
Move this man!
Request open. All right. Okay. Don't you boo me. Stop booing me. Where's my Twitch chat? There it is. Sorry, I'm just seeing my Twitch chat now. What'd you say? A sorrow head? I was... Son of a bitch, Zach! I was thinking about doing that, Richards, but I bet you... Hi, Kaylan. I bet you I could find a 3D model online already of that for free if you wanted one 3D printed. So I could find that for you probably. I don't... If it's not free, if people are charging for that model, then I'll make one. You just want... I could do that with... I could convert the model to surfaces. Okay. So Omizu has talked about making a brush cup. All right, Omizu, are you here in case I have questions? So teeth that hold brushes. Okay, so let's talk about this, or I could show you. Oh, you just made teeth that hold brushes, Richards? Oh, a brush holder thing. Well, I can make several iterations of this, okay? And you all can have the with fangs. Well, there's a couple easy ways to do this. And I'll say that this is the most guaranteed way for this to work. So I'll put practical dimensions on this. So we'll put this at 8 inches by 1.5 inches. We could probably get away with 1 inch, actually. We'd rather save the material. So 8 inch by 1 inch.
Wow.
Brush these nuts! Oh my god, Amy. Okay, so... we're gonna do this in simple steps. So we're just gonna create this. We're fully dimensioned. We'll only make this a 1/2 inch thick. Save material once again. Now we'll sketch on this plane again. And now we'll do the cutouts. Now the most effective cutouts will be triangles. So let's do it this way. Construction. We're 8 inches. Brush handles go up to probably 3/4 of an inch, but we don't need it. That's at the max. So let's see how one looks. So we're gonna we'll give a little distance from the edge. So we'll go a 1/2 inch from the edge. And then we'll make our cutouts. So let's make those perpendicular. We make them equal. That's good. Make that horizontal. This will be a 90 degree already. Do we want it to be 90 degrees actually? We probably don't want that to be... We probably don't want to control it that way. Probably make this 60 degrees. Something like that. Why are we at an angle here? That's why. Huh. There we go. Excuse you. Okay, so let's... I want to do it, but I need to control that distance. I need to control that distance. This is kind of pointless here. I thought that I was going to use that. It's kind of like how we did teeth for screws. So let's do this. What am I doing? That shouldn't be fully defined. It is fully defined, isn't it? That's why. Because I have this angle here. All right, so 5/8 is 0.625. Do we need the top to be 0.625? So big brush handles are like usually at most like, I think they're usually like 11/16. I guess we might as well just go with 0.75 of an inch at the top here. Bring that closer. Something like that. Okay. So what is this dimension? I kind of did this like a stashu. Let's see what this resultant is. Because we got 7 inches to play with. Seven inches. Oh, I can't change that. You probably want some space in them, so you probably just do 1 per inch. I guess we just make them big. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I do, as you know. Just offset it. 'Cause that would make that end look weird. So we have 7 inches to play with. We can't do an inch though, because then it would need to be offset.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
I will not. You may be like, why am I spending so much time with this? Is because we're going to do a pattern, and I got to make sure that I can pattern these at a proper distance so it so we look fairly even, and that should do it. Did I miss anything? Okay, Omizu, how does this work for you? You got 7 in here. That should work for large to small brushes. Is this something that you were thinking of? You want this as a stand for higher, or do you just want it horizontal? What do we want here? Because this one you could just set on the table. I could add feet to this to make it more steady, right? Is this something you were imagining? Would anybody want this for their brushes? You still there? Hold on. Is my YouTube chat still working? Can somebody go in my YouTube chat and just type a message to make sure I'm seeing it accurately? All right, thank you, Maddie. Omizu, can you hear me? Thank you, Richards. That's how I get people to go to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can support a sad, desperate Midwestern man. I don't know if Mizu's here. Is this something people will be interested in? It's like just a brush holder. I can make it taller. I could put feet on here for more stability. We could just do this. Well, to bring it stability, Mud, I would do this. I'll just show you what I was thinking. This would be more stability than it making it wider, but you place feet. Have this be like, we'll just do 1 inch. Make that equal to, yeah. And then we just do this. Let's just say 2.5. So now we have this. Now we have this. There might be an OCD thing here. It might not need to be that thick. A brush holder. Omizu suggested like a brush holder thing. So we're just gonna leave this one at this one because I have another idea for one for 3D printing, mind you. For 3D printing. So let's save this. Let's see. Omizu brushes. I have another idea we could try. Everybody. I am open to requests, though, if somebody wants something. Let's just say we'll also save the STL right now. All right, so now let's do. We'll do a new one. Because So, what do I want to do for this? All right, let's make a cup. How big is a general cup? We're gonna say 7 inches. A microscopic 7 inches by 5.5. What would be a wall thickness? 1/8 of an inch, maybe? Try that. Drew, are you on my Discord? I'm making all these models available for free on my Discord. So I'm gonna put them up. I'm gonna put up the ones I do today. There's 3 up there already with the pictures of it. So actually, we could just do this now and update the sketch. A cup for holding your brushes. And I have well, let's do the first idea I have. So do I want to make this one piece or do I want to make this an assembly? What was my inside width then? 0.125. 5.75. Okay. Omizu, did you see the first one? I was looking for you and you weren't here. Is this what you wanted on the first one? Damn it, Omizu. Is this what you wanted on the first one? Make sure the bottom is heavy enough so it won't tip over. That's true. This is what you wanted, though? This is 7 inches long. Or 8 inches. This is 8 inches long. 8 inches long. Hold 7 brushes. Well, just join the Discord. You can download all these off of Discord. Alright. But I have another idea. Okay. We're gonna do another one, though. I would never deal with something as small as 8 inches, Richards. That was a 1/2 inch thick. A 1/2 inch thick. By 8 inches by 1 inch tall. Was like the rectangle. Those, I could just show you again.
Oh my.
Indeed, Richards. Okay. So 8 inches by 1 inch in that direction. 8 inches long, 1 inch tall. Okay. This direction, it's a 1/2 inch. This width, and then this is, I think it's a total of 3 inches. With these feet. And they're 7/8 of an inch thick, or wide, and they're a 1/4 inch tall. There, okay. Okay, so now for cup situation. So if it's too tall, it'll also hold a lot of chopsticks. Why do you want toes, Omizu? Any specific reason? So you brought up a good point, Sashi. The body doesn't need to, the bottom doesn't need to be heavy, but I probably should make it wider, considering if they put tall brushes in this, it will want to tip. So I should probably do something like this. Yeah. Let's see. That should be enough. $5.75. How do I want to do this? Okay, so this is gonna be 2 pieces. So I got a plan. We're gonna play around with something because this could be incredibly stupid. This might not work, but I have an idea. Brush. Sorry, I'm just saving the files. No worries. All right, so now we got a second piece. How do I want to do this? I think what did I just do? 7.5. Don't worry, everybody. Trust the vision. Trust the vision, everybody. Start trusting. I don't see you trusting. Trust, Mud. Trust, damn you. Oh my god. You're sick. I should update automatically. Good. The fuck am I doing? God damn, why am I struggling with this? Okay. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on over here? Oh, fuck. God damn it. No. Um. Okay. Is that equal? Looks equal. Hmm. What am I trying to do here? Yeah, that should be fine. I did this like an idiot. Somebody do that? Did I miss one that said that? The fuck is this? This is how I should be doing this. You're fucking it up. I am fucking it up. Jesus Christ. Why is the ship being weird? Is there one down here too? Oh, did they, Omizu? Okay. There we go. Let's remember our trigonometry rules, everybody. Remember! You may ask yourself, what the fuck are you trying to do? You got to believe. How did you get here? Where am I? Who is this? How do I want to do this, though? I'm not doing this a smart way. Like, there's efficient ways to do this. I'm definitely making this more complicated for what I want, the resultant I want. Okay. Leave that. Okay. I guess I don't need those. There we go. Okay. Wait. There we go. 0.25. Good. Okay. How did that get clicked? Okay. All right. Now. Now. I gotta do this. There's normal too. I might be overcooking this a bit, everybody. Might be overcooking this a little bit. We might be overcooking. Might be overcooking. Are we overcooking, everybody? Am I washed? The fuck? Oh, yeah. It might have. It might have. Okay. I wonder if anybody understands what I'm trying to do right now. How do I want to do this? Yeah, the bristle brushes are, in my opinion, well, if you're painting thick and you're just using oil as a medium, you don't really need anything else. Kind of, Amizu. Kind of. Why does that not work?
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
Damn right. Down in those plums. I'm gonna put it together in an assembly so you can see it. This is a two-parter. This is gonna be a two-parter. Right in those plums. I'm just gonna eyeball this. I'm just gonna have to eyeball this. I guess we don't have to eyeball this. I like 'em a lot. That is exactly what they say in the industry. You're positive, Mud? We'll see how much I'm overcooking. This is the idea of this. What you're what this is going to be the idea of this, okay? So we'll see how stupid or not this is once I explain it. I need to be a lot taller than that, huh? So that was 15 degrees, so they need to be 30 degrees apart. That would leave us with 12. Fuck is this hard? Okay. Okay. All right. Who wants to see what I just cooked up here? Who wants to see what I just cooked up? And we'll see if it just if it actually makes sense. I might have to adjust some dimensions. I remember the dimensions well enough, or is that interfering? There should be, that shouldn't be exact. Okay. All right. So, what this is a cup brush holder. Okay? So, here's your cup with the base. So here, you put your brushes through these holes, and then you could rubber band them to these little knobs, or hair tie them to these knobs so the tips aren't touching the bottom of the jar that you're keeping your shit in. And then we made a wider base. No, not to dry. So, like, I keep my brushes in oil? I keep my brushes in oil? You could fill this with linseed oil, put your brushes vertically, and then put a rubber band around this in the knobs to hold your brushes. Does that make sense? Very oily boy. I'm afraid, though, that this is too tight. That I left no clearance there. And the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. Little boy blue, man on the moon. How to make one. Where do I have that dimension down? It's not driven by that, is it? So we should do this. Make this a smidge bigger, so we have plenty of clearance. How to make what? Richards? Fuck's my assembly, yo. There it is. Okay. Alright. Is this something people want? Do they think this is interesting? Oh, yeah. Do we think it would work? Or would all these... Yeah, you'd have to print it. I have a feeling these knobs would break off very easily. But you might be able to glue it back on. It might be too tall, too. This is 7 inches, I believe, tall. Well, with this, it's probably like 7.5 to 8 inches tall. But the brushes I use are all footlongs, you know, microscopic footlongs. You could use hair. I mean, you do the hair clips yourself, right? I'm not gonna have people print out like press fit stuff. This is not the materials you use for press fit. This might be too many in the center. I'm a little bit worried too of how flimsy this connection would be. I don't know how strong this shit is, point being, right? But I don't know if anybody wants it. I'll put both parts up for the you know, the brush cup genie, everybody. I'm quitting everything and I'm just going to try and sell these to people. I think they're 1/4 of an inch. I could double check. Yeah, they're 1/4 inch dowel, essentially pegs. Dowels for proper terminology. Well, the cucks in the corner and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. This is all real. Nihilist. Did I save this as an STL? Yeah, because think about the brushes are going to go through like these holes right here, Mizu. So they need to be close enough to the edge so that you don't have to stress these too much to align the brush and the pegs, right? Otherwise, you'll have a lot of shear force on the pegs and they'll definitely break off. But you don't want to align those with the edge themselves. But you could use, if you don't use very strong, you just need very light rubber bands for this to work, I think, fairly well. I think. But, you know. You know. All right. Anything else anybody might want? This is in the download models. Well, these aren't supports. These are part of it. These dowels, Oxford. So let's start off with... Let me open up Amizu's parts. A Labubu? I'm not doing a Labubu. Yeah, sure, Maddie. Maddie, I would be more than happy to help you out with any of that. The cups in the corner and the silver spoon. All right. So this was Amizu's brush stand. I'm putting this in the Discord right now. Okay, for anybody who wants this. I put the photo in there. All the models in there are there for free. The only thing I ask is that you don't try and sell them. Or if you think you can sell them, then you have to cut me in on it. But anybody in the art community, you know, or anybody in my Discord is free to download. Blah, 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 blah. I doubt you'd get rich off of this bullshit, but who knows? I've done some investigating on Marketplace. I'm considering, you know, I'm going to be investigating, Maddie, is if I could make 3D models for video games, specifically like houses, like create like a house file that people can download who are making games. But I'm sure that market's probably pretty saturated. I'm fairly certain that market's pretty saturated. All right. Well, it's on my Discord right now, Carlos. If you know, so this part just comes up. It's not glued together, right? The top just comes up and off, right? But, you know, the idea is you could just, you know, keep your brushes in there with your oil so you never have to clean them. Yeah. So if you're in my Discord, you can download those and 3D print them. All right. All right. Does anybody need anything else? Speak now or forever hold your poo. It's in the 3D models portion of my Discord. Oxford. Speak now or forever hold your poo. Or just, you know, I have a... In the Discord, I have a request section, so if you think of one that you want me to make... You're welcome, Omizu. .3D printing material would not work well for that. If you just need a model and a drawing for a place to make, I could do that, but I need a lot more information from you than that. .3D printing material is not good for springs. I mean, I think you can get one for as cheap as like $50 now or $100. No, springs aren't difficult to model, Penman. It's just that you can't... 3D printed one would never work. These kind of brittle resins and hollow resins are terrible for what springs do. Well, if anybody wants anything, nobody has anything. Nobody's saying anything. I might end it. I might end it all right now. I'm thinking about ending it.
Oh my god.
Richards, that guy didn't call me yet today, but I'm, you know, waiting for it. And you're welcome, Richards. But now, tomorrow I have to go get aluminum foil. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just checking my email. I am okay. Yeah, a brush holder for your brushes. Who said that? Emmy! Hi, Emmy. Found the files. Let's see if it loads into the Bamboo Lab software. They're STLs, so they should. You're welcome, Omizu. All right, I think we're going to call it. Now that Emmy's here, we can end the stream. Unless, Emmy, do you want a 3D model of anything? A house for a video game? I told you I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to do that now, though. I got to see if that's actually worth it to put in, like, I don't know, like the 8 hours that will take. We're all staring. Or a castle. We're waiting. Let's see. Princess PJs is on. Egbert's on. Silver Grains is on. We should raid Silver Grains, shouldn't we? A castle sounds nice. Is it, what is it? Isn't it like the Unity marketplace for a homeless person? I don't know if there's a point in modeling that. But we should raid Silver Grains. Alright, everybody. We're getting the hell out of here. I'm going to try and figure out the last parts of the setup, so probably the next stream is going to be the painting stream of the new pervert setup. No, Maddie, you gotta stay and watch the replay. With Twitch Turbo. Nope. You gotta do it. Alright, Greenbag, I'll see you in hell. If anybody needs anything, let me know. The models are all available for download in my Discord. In the 3D modeling portions. Did it work, Oxford? I'm better than Superman. I'm Mooman Rider. Anyways. Alright, everybody. Till next time. Check the Discord for updates on the next stream. And, yeah. We'll see you soon. Oh, bye-bye.